This one is taking forever, dude. We got into this room like 10 minutes ago. And they're just now starting to ready up. I think Ella might be trolling, dude, with the Wafid. Oh no. It is Canal though. And it seems like 4K is made up of a bunch of different players, different teams all around. Still taking forever to ready up, even after taking forever to join. It's low-key kind of quiet here without Lemmy. It's just me tonight. Three bad chats, a Vickers, a Waffen, 2 Kruns. It's a pretty interesting lineup. We'll see what they do with it. We'll see what 4K does with their concepts. Is Tyrannos gonna stay in the T100? Okay, interesting. I wonder what he's gonna do with it. What? J-Tag?
Oh god. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm good.
Not bad, not bad. I'm currently in a match right now. I've been playing the 1-2-1 and getting clocked by Wargaming's RNG system. We love this.
Alright. It is live though, so like don't...
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
already started.
Okay.
It seems
So
like
what you're
both
saying
teams
is
are
I
gonna be
can't
playing
say that I'm
towards
getting
A.
clocked by Wargaming's RNG system because it makes them look bad. Got it.
Who likes Fortnite gets nuked on the crossing? It seems like he's gonna stay there too. Power's gonna make it across without getting spotted though. Vernon is bleeding on B. Tap is bleeding on B. Ebony's gonna start with a huge HP advantage. Although they don't have any caps. Wet and Sev will be going to cap D now, but it's too little too late. They're going to be behind over 100 cap points before they even cap D. Tyrannos has boosted his T100 into this position. It's very hard to dig out actually. There's not many positions they can shoot T100 from here. And I think the only way to truly dig him out is to boost another light tank up here. So we'll see how EVONY deals with that. And they won't spot him until they get proxied by him, I think. "4K is getting kind of aggressive here. I'm not sure if they're looking for a push or what they're doing. You know, there's really no reason for them to be this far forward. It seems they've spotted Tyrannos. Sev has bled for it. Let's see what the rest of them do to react. The Kron seem to be turning around. Is Michigan going to go through mid? Is he going to go under the bridges? No, he's just blind firing. Trath has also boosted himself into Vickers. Michigan gets spotted crossing and bleeds half his HP. They've lost almost their entire HP advantage, with Michigan losing half of his HP and Sev bleeding in the bad chat to Tyrannos.
Alright. My game has ended. I'm gonna load up the stream now. I'm not having good pub matches, so I'm gonna have some actual fun watching actual good gameplay here instead of watching my own.
You know, Tap is pretty far forward. I mean, he's a push target right now.
Yeah, the thing is though, if they can't get into the spawn to get the crossfire angle on him, he's actually quite safe. But it looks like they found the crossfire angle with the bat shaft. But the
I
thing
mean,
is,
what did? We
you get
also
lit
bled
like
for
that.
it. And now Rect is
Yeah,
also bleeding. This boosted lighting is
yeah,
just a really strong position.
it's ridiculously powerful, and it definitely needs to get walled off. The issue is that it's very, very niche, and this also thing is like once they've pulled back, you can just leave with the Kronvagel with Mega Speed. Like if they're
Yeah.
not keeping eyes on you, you just get out. And then Trap
Yep,
also
there
is in
goes
another
Tap.
hilariously funny spot.
Tap is
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
I mean, I think they were trying to get a nuke off with the Waffen, but it didn't work out. And they
Yeah, I
lost
don't know because I
Caps.
didn't see the first half, unfortunately. And yeah, Misty's in a really bad spot there, overextended.
Yeah.
Yup, you can't do that, bro. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Is he gonna go down for this?
I
I
don't
think he's
think
putting
so.
out blind fires back.
I mean, they're gonna make a play for
Oh,
B, but I
wow.
think it's too late.
Yeah, I mean this guy's lit, and that's about to be a dead bat chat if he sits there any longer. Actually, that's about to be a dead concept if he sits there any longer. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, he
Oh
blew
yeah,
off for that,
yeah,
but
no, the bat chat's dead. The bat chat's dead. He overstayed his welcome. Oh jeez. Well, I mean, at least they're all clipped out of the back, so maybe the Chronic can cap it.
I mean, even if they get B, it's still not gonna be a win.
What's going on in the spawn, by the way? Is the T100 winning her over there or something? Yeah, the T100 won the light tank 1v1 against the Bat Chat, which is shocking. Although that's actually no, because didn't he get hit earlier? Yeah, he got hit a couple times.
Hit earlier.
Yeah, he did bleed, yeah. Normally a 4-shot Bat Chat would beat a T100 because the DPM nerf that tank received.
I mean, he was also boosted, so it's
Yeah,
just a
he
really
also
hard
did have a
position
high
to dig
advantage.
out.
It probably got first shot off anyways, yeah. I mean, if he doesn't want to get shot, he doesn't have to, and he probably just trades 1-for-1 because it's a 4-shot Bat Chat, not a 3-shot
True.
as well. So, oof. God, that's so busted.
I mean, yeah, it looked like both teams were gonna play towards A, and then the concepts got spotted early, so they went for the nuke, and the nuke just didn't go as well as they needed it to. They were also late on C, capping it.
I just noticed on Team B, that's that's a cap with power. That's my team captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a scrim tonight. We didn't have enough players on our side. Oh man. Yeah, we weren't able to find someone because we didn't have enough players to look for someone. We have tryouts that we're trying to find some tryouts right now. So I see that they're going off and playing scrims with other teams, but honestly, I appreciate that. I like that. That's good.
I mean, good on them for finding something to do. You found something to do.
Yeah, we tried to do a scrim on Monday, and like we just had player issues. Like we had 8 people say that they could show up, and we just had player issues because some people had to go like halfway through and then had to like come back, and it was just a mess. And we had to find subs as well. So we got like 6 games in, and then both teams were like, "This is ridiculous. We're just calling this off." And it was like, yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes sometimes.
Honestly, real. That's how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately. But yeah, it was yeah. And I wasn't even there for the first game. I slept in so hard. I had done a double the night before at my job. I'd worked 16 hours and hadn't slept in 48 hours. So I literally slept so hard I was late to the first game of the scrimmage. And so they lost the first game because they didn't have me calling for them. And they were lost on Middleburg South spawn. And it was like, I'm sorry guys, I totally goofed that. I don't even know if it would have changed anything. I suck at Middleburg South. I can't play that for the life of me. North spawn, easy. I've got like 4 ideas I can run. South, I don't know what I'm doing.
You know,
I just put stuff
Middleburg
in.
is, I don't know. Middleburg is pretty basic when it comes to strats that I've seen.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, but I don't know. I have
thing.
ideas for South, but I don't feel confident in them in the same way I feel confident running some absolutely wild strat on North spawn, like against a mid-level team or a weaker team, and like running genuine like stuff that I'm like I can actually beat a top team if they do something silly against me with this like a more consistent strat. But like South spawn, I don't have anything like that. I just run something and just pray it works. Like I know it, like I know how to play it, but it doesn't feel good compared to North spawn. North spawn just feels, I don't know, easier to play, I guess. would be a way to
I
put
mean,
it.
I think it's just that the reset position is much closer to the cap.
I
You
mean,
know,
there's a lot
if
of
you
ways
really
to
need
reset.
to, I mean, yeah, but if you really need to, you can have the A reset guy go cap A pretty easily. The B reset guy has to go pretty far to get to B,
I
and I
actually
mean, just
don't
doesn't have a
use.
lot of cover leaving either.
Yeah, I actually don't use that position out wide for that reason. For funnily enough, on B reset, I use town positions now. Actually, I just use anchor tanks like Felices and 116s in the town because a lot of the times you're going to see like one or two dudes go to step the base, and so I just have two heavies ready to side scrape that and just bleed that really hard, and then they can re-push onto A much easier than something like a hold down cron at the far corner could. Um,
I mean, something
that's
that
usually
did
what I.
surprise me is that for a meta that's so heavy, you would think that you would see a lot more town plays and town strats.
No, the reason why is because at the end of the day, if you go town, you cannot attack C. It's physically impossible. So you cannot afford to lose your bases, but you also cannot afford to lose your brawls. And you can sometimes be forced into a situation where you trade evenly on brawls but lose a base, or you hold your bases but you lose your tanks, and then eventually you just because of that, they can live off the cap gain and the cap difference. Like you just lose too many cap points from like losing the brawl, like losing a bunch of tanks, and then they collapse in on a single base, and it's just like you lose the base anyways, just slightly later on. That's the issue. And if they're willing to just get aggressive and push on it, it's too difficult to hold town. Like if the enemy's running a light lineup, then yeah, you can run town pretty
Yeah.
easily. Like five, a Felice, and a bunch of 116s and Krons, and the enemy has like a medium or a light tank, and then a bunch of Kron Boggins, Krons are going to struggle against like 116s in a flat ground environment. Which honestly, actually, that might be viable now that I think about it, because Kron is literally the meta. There's like it's so
Khan is the
busted.
meta by a long
Kron
shot.
is meta. Yeah.
Dude,
So
it
like,
used to be like, ooh, only the bad teams only run 7 or 6 of the same tank, but the Crown and the
well,
116
even
changed all
even
that.
then, like the what that's not always true. It like you've seen people run mass 116s before that people figured out the cron was better on most maps, right? You see people run mass type 71s in previous metas and stuff like that. I've seen 7 IS4s. Even when the IS4 was considered off meta, like it was viable, but it was off meta. Like I've seen people do that before. So I think it's less that like you saw seven crowd bugs and be like, brokies, you can't afford the 116, lol. But now it's like, oh, they actually knew the meta before we did, and they were only playing it out of necessity.
I mean, really, the Crown is just a more dynamic 116, in my opinion.
It's not only that; it has more gun suppression, more turret armor, more HP, a faster clip for intra clips. You can trade 2 for 1 with a 116. You have reticles, so you can snipe people. You have mega speed, so you can kite, even if your top speed isn't as good forwards. Like you don't have as much like forwards momentum as a 116 does, but you
I mean,
have more
really,
burst move.
yeah. When you're kiting, it's all about acceleration. Top speed can come into play sometimes, but acceleration is the bigger part, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even the VK72, I mean, that thing is unbelievably nimble for a super heavy, even though it's not fast because it's a super heavy, and yet it still goes in reverse. Like it's like instant top speed.
Yeah.
So I
Um,
100%
I know
it
it's the
is.
worst, like the worst tank at tier 10, but the version 4, the 268 version 4 also has that quirkiness. Is it just
I
accelerates
think
just
the
reverse
V4 is
speed
the
like
worst tank.
instantly?
I know everyone likes to say, "Oh, I'm so sick and tired of calling the 183 the worst tank at tier 10, even though it objectively is the worst tank at tier 10." The V4 is like, guys, the V4 has armor, reactive. It has a giant cannon with really good penetration, and it has a
I
really
don't
good
know.
reverse. It's better than a 183. It might not pub stomp a fool that comes around a corner as hard,
I
but
think it's
like,
better than a 183, yeah.
or like the 183 is the worst tank at tier 10, and it always has been, except for the day it was introduced. Because once they nerfed that tank into the ground, they just kept nerfing it. Honestly, rightfully so. That tank is egregious. But yeah, I don't know. Oh my goodness. And what's going on here?
Dude,
Attendance
they're
issues from
just,
both sides.
I mean, yeah, originally, from EVONY side, I think Sev left and then came back, and then I don't know what's going on
Yeah,
with
it looks like they
4K.
lost Nico as well.
Dude. Five minutes at 9:20. Well, it's been 5 minutes, buddy.
Oh no. They saw me join your stream and they were like, "Oh hell no."
Well, yeah, I guess they would have just about now been seeing it.
Who knows?
Dude, this kind of sucks.
I know. It seems like everyone's having attendance issues for scrimmages because at the end of the
I
day,
mean, the
you
season
have
just
everyone.
ended.
Yeah, exactly. The season just ended and everyone's like,
But
eh.
at the same time, Arena Comp is the 14th, so teams don't have that much long to do tryouts and stuff.
I know. Like if I want to do arena comp, it's gonna be.
I think, I think Reforged might be coming out this year, so I think that might be why this season is
It
so
definitely is.
cramped.
I'd rather they push it to next year. Not because I like the game as it. I mean, I do like the game as it is, but like I understand that they want tier 11s in the game. They want to push the so much in this Reforged update. They really need to like make sure that they're not doing something like they're not pedal to the
Drastic.
metal. Like, and everyone was like, "Oh God, no, this is terrible." They were like, "Okay, we gotta make a better product." And they keep adding more and more to this Reforged update. And it's like, if you're gonna do that, for everything that you add, you need to add another year. Like I think to like repolish it, really think about what the players want, keep
I mean,
balancing.
I think they might have dumbed down a lot on the excessive
I agree. They
nature of
definitely
it.
don't. I don't want to.
It looks like they're starting to join. Oh my god, the first 4K member. What? What? Dude, did anyone tell them that 4K is having a scrim?
I have no idea.
Dude, I don't know if this is even 4K. I mean, this is nobody. Not a single person on that team is in the same clan.
On both teams, no?
Well, and then EVONY is just Elev. Like that is just Elev.
Yeah, that is.
Apple, Wrecked, Mystic Kid, Trask.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Um, shoot. Oh, so I mean, I kind of think they should add tier 11s, but my idea would be that they keep it in its own separate battle queue.
Honestly, I agree with that. I would love to see a tier 11 through 20, as long as it's not like an egregious War Thunder level grind, but only if like it had its own queue, and then you could have tournaments for both tier 10 and tier 20. I think that would be a fascinating direction to take the game in. But it feels like they're only adding tier 11 because, ooh, look, new top tier. It's novel. Like, they're not
Yeah.
doing it because they have a long-term game plan of, oh, here's the direction we want to take the game, and it's, look, come back to our game. We've got bigger tank now. We've got bigger numbers, so tank is better now, right? And it's like, guys, I don't, like, that's my fear is with tier 11s. That's why they need the year to cook with them. I really want them to think about the long-term direction they're taking the.
Oh,
Okay, we're watching 4 light tanks. We're watching 2 lights and a 1-2-1. This is going to be an interesting fight. Oh, they got 4 light tanks. They're probably going inside, aren't they? And they have a light tank going D to scout. Is that
yeah. I think
this,
EVONY
or
will be
is this
going D.
or is this mass light tanks to D?
Yep, EVONY's going D, and then the Crowns are going to go to the C reset position and possibly nuke the D crossing.
I'm curious what the 4 light tanks are doing. Oh
Dragon's
gosh.
going down to
Oh,
the
okay.
river.
It's gonna be. It looks like.
Dragon might get obliterated here.
Oh, it's this.
Oh,
it's
Sev's
my
gonna get
favorite. It is
obliterated.
my beloved. It's my beloved. Run the light tank into their spawn.
Oh, but NTG's
Oh, but
still.
NTG's
Oh, but NTG
there.
clipped out.
NTG clipped out, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
I think. Yeah, Dragon's just gonna stay here. die eventually. The
Oh, that's
Batchets are
really
running away.
unfortunate. There, they needed to, but they actually got C-cap.
Dragon's trying to run away, but I don't think he's gonna get away with it. Is he? Here comes the Concept. Concept misses. Concept gets to clear. The Batchats bled even more on the crossing. Tap is by himself on C, and who likes Fortnite is by himself on A. Seems like EVONY will be trying to pinch out Tap here. And he's gonna drop into the river. I feel like he's made it even harder for his team to cover him. Vernon is still anchoring in this fun little position. There's enough corner here to back into and hide. Seems like Nextly will be the next target. But I don't know. Yeah, they won't have enough HP to just push
At this point, all they have to do is just...
I mean, the light tanks are rotating all the way back to their spawn and back to A. I think Mystikin and Trath are going to try and take out the Batchats. NTG's going to get caught out here.
Oof. That's really bad.
Okay. Here goes Mystikin and Trash. He's going to catch the first Batchat. I think Tyrannus is dead here too. There's not much he can do. This game becomes reactive. This Concept's getting awfully aggressive. He makes a good trade though. I don't know why the Kron overextended like that so badly. He might have just been giving up. Now it's just Vernon left in his little corner.
And corner worked the last... It works, dude. Say what you want, but it worked.
That was a pretty interesting
As it always do. Yeah, that was. I think the real issue is...
I think you muted yourself. But yeah, I think 4K was trying the early spot with Dragon to get a nuke off, and they did nuke half of the HP of that Kron, but they lost Dragon for it. I don't think it was a good trade.
The light tank there, he has to keep pushing through. That RHM can't quit that position. He has to keep pushing. He has to go all the way deep. You can't stop when the enemy team goes decap because you have to force everything that's back around. And then normally that whole strat only works if you're like the way they played it, they didn't commit for the D corner.
No,
right?
not at all.
Go A B, you just bully them. But if the enemy team does go D corner, which they had double concept, 1-2-1 and double light boost, you have to cross.
Interestingly enough, oops.
So,
off the rip, they had already anchored that Kron in their spawn. Actually, both of them were anchored in their spawn. So the two Batchats were just going off for the initial nuke, which makes it even more interesting that Dragon didn't commit through. My only guess is he wasn't paying attention and didn't realize that NTG clipped out.
And even if NTG clips out, just pop reactive and push through and pray that you're so fast he can't turn his tank fast enough to track you. Because if you can get past, that's good. As well as it means that there's a lot of heat off of your 116 who's getting reset from that position. Which, again, the NTG didn't look for the resets because he was busy shooting Batchats. Issue. Oh, boy.
Dynasty Pearl, our favorite. Our favorite heavy thing.
This is interesting. I would have imagined you'd see more 116s.
I mean, a bunch of Krons, Felicia type.
Time to roll out.
I guess we're going to see Seaside from both teams here.
I assume. Yeah, it looks like EVONY will be playing C majority, probably just leaving these two crons kind of in this area to keep watch over A and maybe come through B. Will the type be going to the B lane? He will be going to the outside of B. Tap's be getting awfully aggressive here, especially to be by himself. But he should be able to tuck in there. EVONY's moving in through B. We'll see if he tries to step B. I think the type's gonna be stepping B. Fortnite sitting in the high ground here and getting caught out. Dragon also getting caught out by the crossfire. I mean, I'm surprised the Fleece hasn't driven up yet. Okay, here he goes maybe? Nope. Oh, that's why.
Can you hear me?
Can now.
Okay. Yeah, the issue with going like this on the C lane and then drops a bunch of tanks onto B, you can't push through if you don't do it fast. And that's because you just lose all your.
And I mean, they're just now committing to dig out Sev after, you know, losing thousands of HP.
Yeah, I think they get the first kill, but I mean, they are going to get the second kill as well. So the guns are exactly in the favor. The issue is the amount of HP. But I mean, if the Kron here and the Felice don't move in,
yeah,
that Felice HP doesn't really matter. Yeah, and they're just losing guns, and this Felice just is unwilling to push up. Hopefully he goes now, but they need to start working on these low HP kills here.
Yeah, he's still...
Is he going now? Yeah, he's going now, but they need to have to do it, I think.
Luckily, Tyronos missed. Correct.
Yeah. Any HP that they can hold on to here is going to be huge.
Rect goes for the clear, but misses.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when
you're
up all that HP and you just don't commit all your guns. Like when you're up HP but you're down guns, you have to commit every gun, or you don't have to have any guns committed with a cap lead. You have to be able to get ballistics in your guns.
I mean, they finally get the clear on these two though, and then Trath coming in as well. And the Felice shot is reserve.
This is true. Yeah, and the Felice is fully loaded. He is just clipping out now.
Hopefully for EVONY, their Felice doesn't shoot his reserve shell.
Yeah. But this is going to be interesting. It's going to be just who targets the Kron better. I mean, it's the big thing. I think it's going to be red team here.
Yeah, Tyronos just didn't do a good job of blocking either.
He did a fine job. I think the issue is that like their teammate's getting pinched and he's going to get shoved by the Kron. He just doesn't have the HP to win that fight. So it is unfortunately just over. So they do end up pulling it back. They are able to find all the low HP kills. They are once that Felice got in, they were able to just drive on the enemy, and that was definitely the winning play there.
Yeah.
But I mean that's the issue with running a full seaside camp is you end up like if the enemy team just steps onto B with 3 tanks, you just can't really win if you don't have anything on the B lane yourself to challenge that.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna send your entire team to C, it's kind of weird to not see anything aggressive.
That's full YOLO. Yeah, you gotta play YOLO there. There's too many new positions like that outer lane that when the enemy team steps to B, and you can't push through the C lane either because the enemy team has stepped to B. So you get nuked on the crossing, you lose all your HP, and then you get counter pushed, which I think they maybe could have won that if they had gone after Sev because he was extremely isolated, but they needed to push him immediately with a full rush, and they didn't do that. That was a very interesting game. Very instructive as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like all the 3 crons that went wide all just kind of paused super early. I'm not sure if they were looking for shots onto someone.
Yeah. And then they just sat there because they were like, "Oh, can we like step C and take the cap circle and camp out?" And it's like, "No, guys, you can't because they're gonna flip A and they're gonna step B. Like you gotta play long term. You gotta take the entire C side immediately and flip the cap circle. That way you can get enough reset positions on B and like." They even bled for it really badly. Yeah,
You know,
I
they all
really
kind
do
of
believe
paused
Type
there,
5, I
and
think
then
he
got caught in
roofed
the
the Kronwagen.
crossfire.
Yeah, Type 5 roofed the Kronwagen as well. That was not fun to watch. They lost 800 instantly. I will say, Type 5 I can see working really well on this map for those early nukes on the on any aggro pushes on C side.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't put a Felice there. Like, I understand that your Type 5 has that higher single shot alpha, but I'd imagine the clip potential of the Felice and the armor would be better if the enemy team went A side, no? Like, had the enemy team gone A, the Type 5 wouldn't have been as valuable? Or am I
Um,
coping?
no, I mean, you're right. You know, the Type
I mean,
5s.
it
I
worked
mean,
out.
to be fair though, you know, with the Krons and the 116s and the police, all of their pins are extremely low. I mean, they're in the 350s.
That is
So pinning a
true.
police is not easy with those tanks specifically.
Yeah, I'm seeing a KPZ 70 gaming. Is this tank meta now that Prawn has no hull armor, so the pen on the KPZ you just bonk him in you just bonk the hull? Because the KPZ, to be fair, is wicked fast.
I mean, it is a good tank.
It is. It is
But
a good tank.
at the same time, it's not a clipper.
We're watching a B fast cap YOLO strat. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, NTG's gonna try and look for it, but he's gonna get shot for it.
Arenas with the get off my light tank position. Oh, and the Kronwagen
Yeah, I mean,
get off my light
NTG's
tank
just gonna
position.
bleed a lot.
Then they're just gonna go whichever way. Oh, but they're going C, so
they're all pushing through B as well.
off.
I think they might just push for NTG maybe, but they're gonna spot
They're
the
just
other
trying to cover
Kron.
the light tank, I think. They're just trying to cover the light tank because that 116 just lost all of his HP. He got triple tapped by the Type 5 and the KPZ. The light tank got out, but he lost all of his HP as well. They're really pushing forward here with the 116s, but they're in a crossfire. It's an interesting idea. I actually don't hate it. But they need to get out of this terrible crossfire. They are going to pick up the KP. It just doesn't matter. They're bleeding so hard at mid.
You know, we actually saw this in the last stream.
I understand now why the Type 5 is used over the Felice.
I mean, yeah, we did see this in the last stream. So the other, you know, even the same sides, this team pushed up, and then they all just kind of paused here and waited, and they got bled for it.
Yeah. I see now why, though, you would use a Type 5 over the Felice. The double tap on the lower plate on 116 pushing up is extremely powerful.
Oh, yeah.
And the Felice does get tapped by, like, a 116 or a Kron, but the Type 5 being able to just lower plates reliably mechanics because of the high, that really puts the hurt.
The Type 5 can also overmatch the roof of the Felice in a face-off, so there's that as well.
Oh, I did not know that. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I never thought about that.
The Type 5 can actually HE pin a Felice and a face hug.
Not my beloved Felice. I don't even own one. I just
want. You know, I'm amazed that RHM has
Please.
survived this long, because he started off the game at like 200 HP. He got nuked right off the rip.
Yeah, he fast-tapped B and then lost all of his hit points getting off the cap circle. That reactive armor put in overtime for him. Now it's just
someone in the chat just said, I don't know who this JTAG person is, but you That's crazy.
Did let me co-stream with you? Did let me co-stream with you? At one point? Is that what this is? Or is this like a player did?
Yeah, he's been the one that's doing it. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm better than Lemmy at commentary? Oh, man. Hey, I'm a caller, so it makes sense. I know how to yap for a while.
This is true.
I know how to yap in a semi-entertaining way. I know what I'm doing sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not always, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
How many of you got watching? I don't know what you're streaming on YouTube or Twitch or something or both.
Yeah, YouTube. I was doing Twitch, and then, you know, I was informed that Wargaming does their Blitz portal through YouTube, so...
That makes sense, yeah. YouTube is much more link-friendly. than Twitch is, and Twitch advertisements are interesting.
You know, if it really comes down to it, though, I could do both. So
You could do both, yeah. I don't know if
just
that would be useful
depends.
because I think, I don't know, having two different platforms, you're going to have two different audiences that you have to cater to. So if you're not going to do streaming like that full time, I don't know. But I don't know either. I'm not a streamer, so I have no idea. Although I've heard that you're kind of a crazy person in the world of streamers if you don't stream both, or you have an exclusivity deal with one or the other, because the exclusivity deal will basically pay you enough to cover for what you would do with both.
I mean, I think that's mostly just you know, people that stream, you know, on a daily basis, they're looking for outreach. You know, the more platforms you stream on, the more outreach you're gonna get, the more viewers you're gonna get.
That too, yeah, social media and all that.
But I also think, you know, nowadays you're probably better off making a bunch of YouTube shorts to get, you know, a larger viewer
Just
base.
clip people getting bonked and then post them, and just post the
Yeah.
clips on YouTube.
I thought about doing
Getting
that,
nuked
you
in
know.
stream.
You know, after all the streams, you know, if there's a couple of freaky moments where someone just blows up, I'll go make a short out of it.
I can donate some clips to you. Come watch mine. I'll throw it just for you.
Dude,
For the engagement. For the engagement.
why did the score reset? That's a bunch of crap.
Oh god, no. Who knows? It was what, 3-1?
Yeah, it's 3-1.
It's Lagoon. I love this map. I only ever play Seaside. I don't believe in ACAP.
Dude, do your thing, dude.
I don't think I... What?
Do your thing.
Yeah. Do my thing? Yeah, okay. Okay, I like what you're seeing from Red Team here. This is how I set up, actually. It's a very similar setup. I don't know if I would bring concepts for it. I usually bring a medium tank, or I don't play for the high ground unless that's given to me. But I will say, this is the exact type of setup I would go for. They are going to grab B. This is good. I like this. There's nothing opposite them, so they can take it for free. So they're
Yeah, I
just
mean,
getting the free
4K
cap
didn't
circle.
really set anything up for B at all. They actually all went
Yeah,
to
they
A.
just went full A side, yeah. They didn't even get cap wave, too.
And, you know, usually when teams full send 7 tanks like this through A, you know, they usually push into the enemy spawn. But it doesn't seem like they did that at all.
I see people set up there. When you see someone's at B and you're playing with that front and right, them getting off of B from both directions. And the
I mean, I
reason
guess
that you
Tyrannos
play into the
is going
enemy-
to figure it out soon here that they don't have anything in their spawn. And I'm guessing
from
after
resetting
that, they'll be making their
then
play.
you could be. The reason you put the, but you can't do that. Why you see so many teams that play A side go down and they see a B go down, push for this TD but go aggressively. But they got their good, but they got their way too.
You know, I think 4K just lost their chance for pushing EVONY's spawn. Because EVONY's set up for it now.
No,
I mean,
they
Michigan
still
is
push.
deep into the corner.
I actually don't know.
I don't know if this position is even any good. I mean, you have no
No,
cover here.
it's not. It's not that it's bad. It is good. The issue is get. So I don't use
know.
it.
Yeah. I mean, he left, so he obviously doesn't like it. But I don't know if that's because they're making a play for 4K spawn, maybe?
I just have a cron
'Cause
where
they are both rotating back. I mean, yeah, I wonder if both those Krons and Wreck are going to push Dragon.
yeah, then they're gonna because I mean the real.
And it seems like 4K might be making their play now as well.
But because
Oh, Michigan and Kura are actually stopped. They're not going to play for Dragon. They're turning around. They spotted the bush into their spawn. Yeah, I mean, they now have 3 Krons set up within this, plus the concept. They still have the Fleece covering B. Tyranus is making a play though. Is he gonna go up the hill or under it? He's gonna go up the hill, and I don't know if he knows Apple is here. Well, he just spotted him, so now he knows. Poke's getting awfully aggressive. They do have a numbers advantage with the light tank distracting. The light tank is gonna go down here as well.
Look at the HP difference. Look at the HP difference. 4K. They're already down 2 guns. They're about to be down a third. I mean, this is over.
I mean, yeah, and Dragon went down as well
just over.
So.
Because they just got 2 concepts on them. Yeah, this is the issue with playing A side is like, how are you gonna play it? Like, I think they misjudged their goal. They had a lot of space, and all they really had to do was just step onto B. Like, if they rotated like more stuff to like defense B and like step onto B, they could have forced C side to push. Because it does not push well. It really or not that it can't. It pushes extremely well through both spawns if they're undefended. But like Lagoon, if you leave a spawn undefended, you expect it to get pushed. Like that's kind of what happens on this map. You can't leave a spawn undefended if you don't want people to like just roll up and take all the space. I think they misleveraged it, though. I think they were like, oh, look at all the space we've got. Let's go for a push target. Let's get a kill. And instead of just stepping the base of the light tank and just flipping it. And just forcing the enemy to now leave their corner of the map. Because you've literally held both spawns. Like, there's nowhere for them to go on CCAP. You own both spawns. You've got a concept in one spawn and then 4 Kronwagens in the other.
Yep. I mean, I think they also could have just made their play a lot earlier, too.
I don't know, actually.
If they were looking for
if they did make their play earlier, they would have found Mystikin in that corner, and that would have been a free kill. That is true. That would have been a free kill. Yeah, I know, you're right about that. Because I was thinking, if Mystikin wasn't there, making the play earlier wouldn't have changed anything. It would have just given you the C-side more time to go fight for the enemy spawn, and, like, kill that solo concept after you flip B.
I don't know, because, you know, if they made it earlier, because by the time that they made their play, EVONY was already rotating deeper into C, and by then, they were in better positions to defend, I think. You know, before, if they just got rushed by 4 tanks, I don't think they would have been able to kite as well.
To defend a light tank, then yeah, I can see that. But I think the issue is that when you're playing C side, if you lose both spawns, you just lose the B cap. Like a good team will just step on B.
True.
Right? So if you're playing C side, you have to defend one of the spawns, and because the Krons left and didn't nuke the crossing on the A push off of into the south spawn, they didn't know that there was like a bunch of stuff. Because at that point, you just rotate a bunch of tanks back, you nuke them, and then you just go repush it. It's a bunch of free kills. They drive forwards, they overextend, they lose their entire HP pool for it, right? You bleed them for like 2.5k, you reload your clips, and then you just have a bunch of tanks. Like the concept, they just all rotate over. You just completely lose C. You just completely are like, I don't care about C cap anymore. I'm going to go kill 4 tanks. And then you go and kill 4 tanks. And at that point, you can just repush whatever you want, just with sheer numbers and HP. So you can just go flip A, you can go flip B. You already own B, actually. You don't even need to flip it. And then you can just vibe out in camp. And the enemy team doesn't have anything they can do. I mean, that's one of the ways that you're supposed to play C-side. Especially if you get a massive cap lead like that. You can afford to give up C-cap and just go flip A at some point.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, a Felice from this spawn. Okay.
Dude, I actually love the Felice from this spawn.
I love Felice on both.
I mean, especially these little corner pockets on either side of A. I mean, you're really able to just anchor here for pretty much ever.
I can.
And it takes a lot to dig a Felice out there. Especially if you don't have anything by these B areas that would be able to insert in. But it looks like 4K will be going for a rush on B. I don't know if they're going to get spotted yet. Okay, they're just now getting spotted. Trath is turning, Apple is turning, Mystikin is turning. Rex and Alab are reversing. They're pushing off a B to push a
Advanced is gonna
Rex.
get.
But I mean, they're just gonna get nuked here. I mean, you have 4 clip tanks staring at you.
They are gonna trade out though.
They will trade. Next wave's gonna go to B. Sev is next here. He's gonna get taken down by Untouched Vernon. Dragon also going down. Is anyone gonna help Trath?
Oh, never mind. Alright, Jim's gonna get me. Oh, but Sev's gonna get another clip.
Yeah, that is true. Sev isn't gonna clip.
Yeah. 'Cause they
And Cat's gonna low roll.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The push was great, but just
I don't know.
here, you got everything you wanted on the trade. You push all the way to the enemy's bunch of isolated tanks that you beat out initially on the initial push. They got everything they could have asked for, but it's just the 1-1-1-6 in spawn, the Agandini getting talked about on B, just pushing all the way through. He had to, now he just died for it, and then they just managed to kill Sev fast enough because the Kron is just in a group. That line.
I mean, the timing of it just isn't
The timing,
great.
I think, it could have been a little better.
Because, I mean, especially with the way that, I mean, EVONY was able to react to it as well. You know, as soon as the 116s got spotted, they were already in a position and turning to just shut them down. So,
Yeah.
you know, they weren't able to push across the gap between the Krons turning around.
That was a
I was
very
kind
well
of
played
surprised how far they got before getting spotted, though.
It's actually pretty easy to slip through there if you don't have someone in the main bush scouting that, because
Yeah.
it's extremely very difficult to get eyes all the way down into it unless you're something at that like center bush spotting the A crossing to also spot that low ground crossing. Which is, I mean, the Kron took forever to get there. You know, he just didn't get to that position fast enough to spot them. So he didn't back out fast enough, and he got murdered for it, literally from full. But that's why I put faster heavies there, like an E6 or a concept for spots, because I'm always thinking about, if I get pushed here, am I going to spot that fast enough? And a concept and an E6 do get there fast enough for those spots. And they also get fast enough they're actually fast enough to also nuke the crossing at A. They can spot heavies without you needing a light tank to spot that. Even Kron with mega speed.
That's another thing to consider, because he did save his mega speed to reverse out, so you know it's debatable. You know, is using mega speed to get there faster worth more? Spotting them earlier?
I think it is, because you spot that, and then you set up immediately, because your Krons could pop mega speed and just be there and be like, okay, now you have to push, right? Like, Tyrannos got so far across before he got focused down, because the Krons and Felice at A were not ready for that. Right, but if they were ready for it, they saw the 116s coming. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna just murder you for that then. I don't really care.
Especially a Felice. I mean, that thing just takes forever to react to stuff. The long reload time and the slow turn rate just really prevent that tank from reacting with any speed.
Yeah, seriously, that thing takes 4 business days to do a 180.
Hey, but once it does that 180, you sure don't want it looking at you.
That's true. That is true. It might be faster to reverse out. It might be faster to reverse 100 meters than it is to turn around and drive forwards 100 meters. I'm going to be real with you. With that tank. It's so slow, man. It might actually be faster to just not turn around with that thing sometimes if you're trying to escape a position.
Yeah, I mean, usually when I play to that, you know, unless I've already pre-set up to run away by turning around, I just don't even bother.
It literally just takes too long.
Because reverse side scraping in that tank works pretty well.
Oh yeah, definitely. camping heavies.
And this is after the update, so they've updated the map.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. So
That's
they
right, they did
changed
an
this
update
map.
today.
I think they made these
What did
hills
they
maybe a
do?
little taller or something.
Whoa. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
They also moved the rock over here. I think they moved this rock.
Oh my God, there is. No, it's not that rock. It's the one on the left there. You can tuck in now on the left of your screen. That right there.
Oh, here?
You can tuck in there now. Oh my God. Yeah.
Kind of.
That's okay. This is what?
Yeah, you know, in their own wording, they said it was to try and reduce tank destroyer spam.
Yeah, to be fair, that was always an issue. It's just wow, there's a lot of campers back there.
I think they moved one of these hills as well. They moved this one. They made this one taller, I think.
No, wait. Go to the
Alright,
rock. Go to the rock. Go to the rock. They changed the rock layout, I think. If you look to the right, from the position. Oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe you can still see through the gap in the rocks.
I mean,
there was always a gap in the rocks that you could shoot through. Like a 215B is just tall enough. I think it's still there. I think they may have just made it taller. But it looks the same. I don't think they changed it.
Yeah, the
But
changes they made
that's
weren't
the
very
gap.
excessive.
Yeah, that C-cap change massively changes the
But
dynamic
yeah,
on this map. Because now you have to like actually fight for the far corner on dunes. Which before, the far corner on Seaside was always useless. You would never use it for anything but like a light tank off angle. That's
Yeah, I mean, you really
actually
wouldn't ever go there
incredible.
unless you were playing full C.
And then, whoa, we got a big push coming over here.
Anyway, let's go back to caring about the game or something.
Yeah.
Rex is
They
gonna
are
get
going to get
nuked.
first kill, but they bled really hard for it. And
I
they
mean, they've
do
also
have
given up
two light
complete
tanks.
map control.
Yeah, they don't have any caps either, and it's double light tank. Like, I will say, they do need to go kill this guy all the way and spawn. This Kron here, they got to get rid of him.
Oh, this must be another change.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah, so this is
No.
another change.
Is A side dead? Is A side dead? Just reset B eternally and just win C side? Is A side dead?
Can you reset?
Oh
B?
God.
Okay.
No, actually, it looks like you can reset
There's a small
parts of
gap,
B.
but it's not all of
You
these.
can nuke someone getting on and off it. That's the important
True.
part. You can nuke a dude getting on and off the cap circle.
I mean,
That's
Alan's
the
gonna get a lot of
important part.
value here. I mean, you pretty much the light tank traded almost
But,
the
like-
entire HP for it.
I mean,
That
this
trade
is
most of its
impossible
HP.
to. Because, like, the old position by the rock, you couldn't really support it from the C side,
No.
right? With this position, you can support from C. This is actually egregious. Oh my God, they literally just made C side the, like, king of the map. That's insane.
You know,
Ridiculous.
another quirky angle is you used to be able to sit here and then shoot anything that was crossing that gap. But they removed the gap,
Yeah.
and they also made this hill way taller, so you can't even shoot behind. You can't shoot over it anymore.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, they pretty much made all the dunes just like a little bit larger.
Yeah. Wow.
Anything that was a sand
Okay,
dune just
they-
grew.
They really didn't change a lot, but it did change everything about how this map handles. That's going to be very interesting. Okay. That's insane. So camping A side out is actually even more effective now. Holy cow. Wow. That is good to know. Camping A side is going to be the new meta. Because you can't just sit there and spawn and infinitely defend C-cap, which I think was
No.
honestly unhealthy. Honestly, I think that was unhealthy.
Oh,
Both
I didn't
in
even
pubs
think to
and in-
check. I didn't even think to check if they got rid of the boost or not.
Oh yeah, from both spawns. Or wasn't there a
Yeah.
boost from? No, there's not a boost from North spawn, is there? No, there's not. It's just the South spawn with light tank boost, right?
Yeah, it's just the south.
Yeah. I'd imagine they would get rid of that. Can you imagine an unspotted T100 fully counted up there and just firing at things with complete impunity?
Ridiculous.
EPMB dams just shoot things from up there, and you just bleed things for free. That would be egregious. Like, especially with the C-cat being right there. Like, you could probably just permanently reset C. That would not be okay.
No. I mean, I don't know if that position can even see C anymore. Honestly.
That's a good question, actually. I really don't know.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out, when the next run around starts. Because in the video they released going over the map, you know, like, it wasn't that obvious what changed. Because they were all zoomed out and, like, pretty much at height border. Wow.
No, I 100% agree with you there. I do think, however, that they need to do a better job of showcasing the exact details of the map. I want them to like sit a tank in that position, and I want to see like gameplay or like even just demonstrative gameplay, right, of the new position and all the new angles and things that I don't have to worry about, right? Let's see those types of details. Also, let me know if you can hear my crunch when I start eating an apple.
All right.
Let's get this show on the road.
I got work in an hour and I'm hungry.
The boost looks the same. Nothing looks changed.
Well, it looks the same, but invisible walls definitely don't look any different. And I mean, yeah, that looks
it
like
can't.
just...
It can't fully reset C, so there's that as well. This rock blocks it. At least half of it. Half of it is safe.
It's
Half
true.
of it isn't. I mean, I think EVONY just wins the C corner here. Yeah. 5 tanks versus 3. But it does seem like 4 could be going for a river rush, but they don't really have any targets to go for. I mean, they can go for the police, but he can just back away. And Alex gonna be behind the cover as well. Although he did just fully clip out. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I would imagine you play A side now. Just put a light tank over there or a medium.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, EVONY's gonna take C. Are they even gonna lose anyone for it? I don't think they're gonna
Absolutely
lose
not.
anyone.
Pushing in the concept. What are they going to do? Flip something?
Yeah, I mean, they're not even gonna lose a single tank in that engagement. Meanwhile, the police is still alive. Alib is still alive. I don't know how much damage Alib did. You know, between the two of them, they put some decent damage into tap. But...
Yeah, no, it's over. They're already down 2 guns, and they're about to lose a 3rd.
I mean, the police is... Well, he just got double tapped, but Vernon's on full reload. I mean, both of them are.
Yeah, the light tank isn't going to be able to do enough here. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah,
It's incorrected. They got that guy.
I think
Was
that
it
guy
already
needs to
down a
go
gun?
to... That guy needs to go to, like, you know, aim school or something.
Then quick, download aim labs.
For real.
That's what Kat always says. He's like, oh,
I mean,
you
Rex-
missed? Download aim labs.
I mean,
Aim
they're
labs.
just gonna pincer these two guys, so there's not
Yeah,
much
it's over. I
they
mean,
can do.
that's the thing, like, don't think are good. I mean, I'm a Alpenstadt 1v skeptic. They are so neat. I see teams run them en masse. I just think you guys are crazy. Just put Franz there. And if you really need the speed, run something else. Like, I don't know. Like, concepts are so flexible, but they don't have that burst damage. They don't have the DPM. And concepts have so much downtime. Like, you clip out, and you're sitting there just unable to do anything for like 50. Like, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, you just...
Like,
And you don't even really... I mean, I guess you kind of get more DPM if the Krons clip out, but I mean, if they shoot single shot, pretty much the same.
the issue with that, lack of clip potential,
I don't know.
really doesn't threaten anything. Like, what are you gonna do if I push you 700? You have to fire gold to pen me frontally because you have no penetration. Like, mass concept doesn't work. Like,
No.
it's an off-angle tank. It's definitely meta, but it's not staple meta. It's not like backbone of your lineup meta. If you can just running it, it's like, guys,
I
I'm
mean,
going to
just-
just drive your tanks at it, and you're going to do 1,500 and then lose 2 tanks. Because by the time you guys are reloaded, I full clip both of you and you die. Because I
I mean,
full
yeah,
clip
just-
you, I reload 4 of my guns, single shot, and I kill you. And that's enough damage combined to kill 2 concepts before they even reload. Like,
I mean, I
I've
think
seen...
the tank can be
like,
used
tanks-
somewhat by itself and in a rotational sort, but using it as like a push tank, it's just not
For a
gonna
whole
be great.
tank. Yeah, it's not an anchor vehicle, and people use it on these dunes. Like, oh, just anchor there. It's like, guys, no.
Like they're just gonna push over the hill and you're gonna die instantly. I mean, there's just
Exactly.
no armor.
So easy to drive at them if they're unsupported.
And, you know, especially if you're fighting Krons or 116s in the tank, it completely changes the dynamic because, you know, two 116s, two Krons can pretty much clip out a concept and kill it. And two concepts can't do that at all.
Yeah. They literally can't. The concepts are a slow play vehicle that require, like, oh, I need 10 degrees of gun deflection, not 9. I can hear faster with a Kron by doing the concept. And I want burst potential. So I don't want an E6 or a Chieftain. I want the concept, right? Like, okay, cool. But, like, the concept is super good at bullying light tanks, right? Like, at medium. That's about it. I don't think it's good at anything else other than, like, hold down annoying people on, like, an off angle, like annoying heavies. Because I definitely think it's better in the concept. Sorry, the concept better than it was before. Because with the 116, it just can't pen that frontally reliably unless it's at close range. And if it's at close range, you probably goofed up because you're getting pushed by a 116, and that's going to go horribly for you. Because you're a concept and it's a 116. But
Well,
the Kronwagen,
I mean,
like,
I
you
also
can just
consider,
end
like,
the whole
if you're
armor.
going to use the concept, I mean, why not use, like, any other support tank? I mean, I guess it has a clip, but it's not a great clip.
It's an untenable turret. That's why. Everyone looks at it, it's like, ooh, I can peek untenable. It's like, I don't know, guys, just use an E6. As weird as it sounds, I've replaced a lot of my concepts with E6s. Not for frontline positions, but like backline concepts with E6s and 215Bs, or just another Kronwagen. And like, I've had massive success. Like, they just absolutely farm out. The E6 being factored in literally every heavy right now that's viable.
What in the
It's
world
so ridiculous.
Is 4K just gonna bomber rush? I think that's what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah. I don't know why they're using pet. M60s I get. M60s have,
Time to roll out.
Mega
but the
speed.
M48 is just a worse M60.
I mean, you might just not have
Nope.
an M60.
That's true. But even then, just run something else. Like,
They're not
STD
even gonna
maybe?
rush bomber. They're gonna go for the 2.
oh, I see.
They get 3 shots in. You know, and they still didn't even the HP. Even with that.
The HP isn't even though. Only down 200. To be fair, they did nuke the enemy light tank. So
They
the
did nuke
architect
the
was
enemy.
a 1v1. But they're somehow down caps now. Because a 116 managed to flip B.
Yep.
Unbelievable. This is going to be really bad for them.
I mean, they're
They
gonna cap
rotate
C
everything
here as
out this
well.
side.
Dragons
could-
didn't
yeah,
rotate to
they
the corner.
Rotate the whole team. To be fair, they could rotate the whole. Oh, there's 2. There's 3 heavies sitting in dunes, right? You could just
Yeah.
rotate to C and kill everything, right?
You could. But they're also,
But you
I
have
mean,
that
Evony's,
M60.
you know, Evie's also just leaving C, so.
So then just take the base. Right?
I mean, I think they are doing it
You
though.
have 3 push.
4K is coming in. Vernon's coming in, Dragon's coming in. Tyrannos might also be coming in the later half.
Right? I just have to see. Oh, they extended the C cap? Bigger? You don't have to be on the thing now?
No, that looks
Yeah.
the same.
Oh, it looks the same? Okay.
I don't think this is one of the maps they changed.
Yeah, maybe it's the top-down view. That would explain it.
They only changed like 2 or 3 maps.
Oh, this
I
guy's
think.
going to be very up. It's not good. The one
Great
advantage of
trade
the,
for Dragon.
the double tap is that.
Alib is coming in though. Vernon's coming in.
Oh, look
Gain's
at the
coming
medium.
in.
Like that.
Oh, but they're coming through mid as
The
well.
map. Yep, they come
Tyrannos
into the middle of
came
the
in.
map and they just shank everything. There's 3 heavies on A doing nothing.
Yeah, Alib's
This guy out.
Alib is gone.
Yeah. I was going to talk short. Both of them
Wed's
just
gonna go
got
down
here
here
for
shortly
free.
as well. I mean, he's on full clip reload. He's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, this is the issue with playing with a bunch of heavies. Is like
Apple,
you're gonna spend A.
Apple still hasn't even gotten past the rails yet.
Yep.
Half his team is dead.
Look
He
at his way
still
along.
hasn't even gotten halfway across the map.
48 looks like he's about to go down though.
I mean, Misty's taking the
He got
corner, but
flipped
I don't
out.
think that's gonna save them. He's gonna miss 1. Hits the second. Apple's gonna get it one shot in.
Oh, it might. It might actually.
I mean, I think Toronto's might just cap B here.
That's true. The actually,
Yeah. If they keep pushing,
it might save them.
I mean, these two guys are locked down here, and I don't think they can really do
Yeah.
anything against
They
Mystican.
can't because
But the cap's also at 950, and I don't
Okay,
think,
never mind.
you know,
Apple, wow, yeah, that'll do it.
yeah.
It's the cap. It's the caps.
I mean, they had to do something
Hey.
anyway.
They had, like, those concepts, weren't they? The light tank should have gone off A cap, I think. Oh, that's right, the light tank was on C cap,
they
though.
were trying to support that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been there. I think he should have been over on A side, or like playing tank destroyer, and then wherever the enemy mediums aren't, he goes and tries and takes that out of the map with the heavy. He could have flipped A cap, and that would have saved them because they would have been able to camp out there with the corner and own the corner, and that would have been actually like winnable. Because if it's a bunch of heavies pushing the corner in that situation, you're probably lost. But if it's a bunch of mediums, okay, there's actually like holding chances there. I think
mean,
that would have
yeah,
been a very big thing.
I think part of it might have also been... Well, no, he did. He came in super late, too, so yeah, he could have really just stuck it out at A.
Yeah.
I was thinking he came in earlier than he did, but he came in pretty late. He came in after all the mediums already went through mid and already spotted everything. I don't know. Alab just got caught out there. That was pretty bad.
I'm curious. Why did they use 121 for tungsten for the crossing instead of M48? Double M60, double 121. Reactive armor is
True. I mean, Rejects, the first stream that we did, Rejects played mass 121 pretty much every map against...
I think the 121 is... I think that tank is egregiously OP.
I don't know.
Like, you could just
If you can literally drive on any heavy tank
completely isolated and murder it with the exception of the 116 and the Felice. If Kronwagen has no hull armor,
so you having low pen for a medium tank doesn't matter. So
No,
like
I
the
think-
Kron being the main like meta staple tank actually buffs the 121 indirectly.
I mean, I think that's just... I mean, if you're going to play it, you really have to be aggressive in it. You really have to find someone to single out. Because the moment that tank gets put into slow play, you're just going to get absolutely obliterated.
a bunch of off can level your HP to.
And now you're just a heavy with the like a super mobile heavy.
Doesn't seem like... Oh, what's going to get caught out here? A lot of
tracked
misses,
them,
though. A lot of misses.
Wow.
They
Got
missed
away
like
with
half
murder.
their shots. I mean, Wet could be dead right now.
Yeah, you should be like on a sliver of HP at
I don't... Okay, well, the concepts get spotted now.
I mean, that's gonna get pushed on, no?
Maybe. I mean, they don't really seem to be working the push. The 116s are maybe making a play, but I think once they spot Vernon, they're gonna realize it's not a great idea. Yeah.
Okay, and now, come on,
Yeah, now it's time to make your play on A, guys. Come on, we just spotted two heavies
what's
at
the
C.
time? You've got.
I mean, we still have Tap all the way back on rails. Is he AFK?
Along with the RH.
No? Just hanging out. They are slowly making their play here, but Mystic is going to go for under the bridge. Is he going to go all the way across? He's going to go all the way across.
They're gonna look
I
for
think
the.
they're going to try and dig out Vernon here. I don't think they've spotted Tap yet, so I don't know if they know he's here.
I don't know that
They're
Tap
making their play for the concept.
spotted him.
I mean, they do have two Crons covering them, though, so I don't think this is going to go as well as they thought it was.
But the thing is, they're gonna bleed it hard, and they're gonna get the concept. This is the issue. Is he went to face him, but he looks like he's
He's not hitting himself.
Yeah, the RHM will clear that. Let's see if it's over.
I mean, that's a
He just
trade
picked up
could have
2
been
guns.
worse. That trade could have been worse.
Michigan is getting pushed.
Yeah, Michigan's
Or maybe
horrendous,
not.
though. What'd it be?
Yeah, because the 116 has come in.
But he lost a lot of HP.
He did lose a lot
And
of
they're still
HP.
down caps. So it's a 2 for 2. But the HP
I mean,
lead is in
I
favor.
don't think. Yeah, the M6. The M6.
And that Yo is going to
He's
start
put
putting
some
in work
shots.
at range. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Along
what's
with the
gonna go look
concepts
for him?
pulling up here.
Dragon's gonna come from
Michigan is
Michigan, I
getting-
believe.
They're just gonna roll up with a concept and poke them out, I think.
Honestly, is the issue.
Although Fern's coming in.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, actually, the Kron's looked over.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though, is because they bled the concept. I mean, the Alpha Strike doesn't really matter. You lost all your HP to eat that strike anyways.
True, true.
That's,
I mean, I think
that's
they
the
also
one
got shot
time
by
that-
Dragon. Or someone.
As
It was
well.
Tyrannus that
You
shot them.
can
I
lose all
think.
your HP plus Kronboggans, and they're just better at being lethal than Kronboggans are. That's the other big thing.
Yeah, and there's not much 116s can do in this situation.
Yeah, they just take that.
What's
go
going to
down.
win versus the M6?
The camps are actually look at the. That's over. They didn't even realize.
Yeah, I mean, Tyrannus is going to cap B. It's the kill on Fern's going to move the cap as well.
Oh, man. If he picks off that, maybe? No. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I mean that 8 push was a little bit slow, but other than that, that game was really well played. They just rolled up. They found the. Hey, look, a free kill, and
They just walked away with them, and we're like, all right, this is ours now.
definitely. You think Vernon moved?
You should have played more into the town, possibly. You should have chased.
Definitely. I mean, I don't know if those Krons maybe bounced a lot of shots or if the concepts bounced.
No, they did clear up.
But,
they did,
I mean,
they did
you have-
clear out a whole concept. The issue was they were bleeding so hard for sitting there that they just said it.
I mean, yeah, but 2 concepts and 2
all on reload.
Krons.
Go for your own reload.
And they only cleared the 1 concept, and they didn't really do damage to any of the other concepts.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue there. Like, that's the problem. Is like you lose all your HP for pulling over the top to get your shots off, so you can't really full clip out. And if you do, you just die because like you just get repushed by the concepts because once they reload, they drive up on you and they just fire at you into your turret, and the Yo has that crossfire on you. Like that's the issue with that position. That's why I don't do that kind of stuff on that map from that spawn. It's too risky to make that type of hold. You have to win the entire seaside if you want to make those types of A holds work, or you have a tank or a pair of tanks on the other side of the rails.
New Bay, my favorite map. I love this map. I love New Bay.
I like this map. Not that I hate it.
It's just not my personal favorite. I think my
Personal favorite is.
it sounds really weird. It's Thea or Canal. I like those maps. I don't know
That was
why.
Oh,
a pretty good map too. I agree.
Canal's an
But I
absolute
like New Bay.
banger of a
Map.
I
Canal
like
is-
New Bay
is-
because of the quirkiness of the trains.
Oh yeah, the trains. It's all about the trains. You're a train fan. I
You
understand.
know what? Getting shot from halfway across the map through the gap in between trains is a pretty fun experience.
Oh man.
It's so funny.
And it's fun
Like-
to do it the other way around too.
True. Have you seen the VK72 tag on this map that Axe and has been messing with?
Dude, you should
There's a
you
bug.
should have seen the VK72 tech that Pappy's team brought. They were playing against rejects, and I mean they were pretty much completely wiping rejects. And then they started glitching with the VKs on New Bay and flying around the map
Oh yeah, on South Spawn.
on both spawns.
Oh, there's one on both spawns. I know
There's
about the
one
one
on
on
both
South
spawns.
Spawn. Cats has been theorizing if you use
This tech, there's a way to do it properly on South Spawn where you can literally go underneath the map.
shot.
2 Felices. I wonder where those are gonna play. I wonder.
Or bring a concept. I don't know.
Time to
I mean,
roll
probably
out.
just gonna play bridge. I imagine.
Better
So
seaside.
there's
I've seen teams play
there's this
concept on
spot
that bridge.
for the VK.
That's what I'm talking about with the VK. You can literally
and
get there
then
and then go underneath the map.
there's. I think it might be right here.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That looks about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's that spot. Doesn't seem like the concept is. Maybe the concept's gonna rush the ramp. I think that's what he's gonna do. Yeah. I'm surprised how far forward these Felices came. I was really expecting them to sit further back at the corner.
So, like if the enemy.
I mean, they're gonna get caught out by Nexus. The Nexus is gonna bounce, take a bad trade.
Even then, I don't.
Traps and Mystican are leading out. Who likes to attack?
Yeah. I have been using.
But they didn't make a great trade. They didn't
There.
make a great trade.
I actually put the. I put a 116 there. And then he just gets.
They do have Alib anchored though.
That bad.
He's gonna go. He's probably gonna go for Tyrannos here. Yeah, that him missing that first shot put him in a bad.
A lot.
Because I think the Batchat might be able to reload again before he flips him out.
I mean,
Because
he
of
was
him
gonna
missing.
be able to get that flip out anyways. Then
Tap's gonna go down.
This is. I will say that ramp tech though that from Southbound has been
Brian's gonna
unbelievable.
go down.
with better responses, like really force north. I think that map tech right there, that ramp that the concept went to, start of the game, is unironically map breaking for this because
Already South has a worse. South has a better.
I mean, with the addition of both the Felices behind it, it definitely works a lot better.
yeah, it's one of those where it's so difficult.
Because, you know, we've seen people do that before, but, you know, sometimes that tank gets caught out, you know, from B, or a team rushing through mid, but having two Felices there. Because even if they do rush mid, I mean, you meet two Felices, good luck.
That's why I like the 116 there in that position, because he
He can literally turn and face the main alleyway, and the frontal armor on that thing is so good and so egregious. It's actually really difficult to dig out. I've actually considered putting a Type 71 there, actually, because it's faster than. So you can get it up the ramp and then push it down. Like the way you do, you pull up the main heavy tank ramp, and then you take a hard left and you get onto that ramp.
but like from the top down, not by driving up it. So you drive down the ramp to get to that position.
Position of contact with him.
Yep.
Like it's so untenable at range because it's a Type 71.
But it
Man,
definitely doesn't do it.
I hate the Type 71. I hate that thing so much.
You're supposed to pen that thing.
I hate, dude, I hate the drive wheel. I mean, why do they have to go put like a 200mm plate of armor only behind the drive wheel? I mean, it really just said screw you, 100%.
Whatever you want, you'll get away with it.
I mean, yeah, they're like, you know, poke flat around the side of it, you know, a corner. Oh, doesn't matter, no damage. Sure, you tracked me, but no, you can't pin me.
No DPMs to the Type 71.
And I guess the turret's weak if you don't stare at the opponent, but like,
Yeah, the cheeks.
Oh, are we seeing the VK tech? Are we seeing
Dude.
VK tech?
We might see the VK tech.
I want to see a flying scout super heavy.
Let's go.
Wet and Trav gonna go hold the bridge ramps. Actually, it seems like 4 can go. 5.
Yeah. They're doing a very standard spread strat. You just have two on ramps, 2 at mid, and then 1 camping over on B to spot. If
Whoa,
I
they're
double
anchoring
super
2
heavy.
tanks in their spawn? That's
double super heavies as well.
This is insanity.
This is why I love New Bay.
This is why I don't like New Bay. I enjoy playing into double super heavies camping spawn.
I mean, 4K
Oh
really
god,
get the cap
Latashu, I
advantage.
pray you don't. I want you to get spotted. I want to see a VK and a Type 5 blast you immediately.
Dude,
Oh,
let's,
you're so
dude,
lucky,
let's,
man.
dude, I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Because they don't have.
I know,
oh,
but I
he
was
might
hoping
get
you would
spotted.
get nuked.
Oh, he
Yeah,
gets spotted by
I was
those
so-
two.
Yeah, I was hoping you would get
Don't-
nuked on the like at
Don't
me
peek,
sitting in the
tap,
open though.
tap, don't peek.
I have nothing against Watachu. I just want to see a dude lose 1200 immediately. It'd be funny.
Oh,
Put it in the
it's gonna be
clip.
more than it'll be more than 1200.
That's fair, yeah. Because the VK of Tungsten doesn't it?
Ooh, yeah, Michigan was looking for B, but yeah, he's gonna eat some shots for it. And he's also gonna
Oof.
get himself spotted, so.
Yeah, and they are down
The Type
caps.
5 just did the glitch.
What did he just do? Oh, is he
He did the
messing
glitch.
around over there?
Is he gonna do it again? Oh, he's gonna do it again.
Is this like a scouting strat? Is he gonna go flying or what? I'm so
Dude,
confused.
he's gonna go flying. Oh, what's gonna get spotted? Oh, 700, 1500. Yeah, I mean, because the lack of armor on the Kron, the Type can shoot its gold round.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that too. That's another thing. If the Type 5 got
The Type's
better,
gonna look
because
for
the Kron
another
became
shot.
a-
Is
became
he
better.
gonna HE him? He's gonna HE him for 400.
He threw him for 400, dude. That's so
Yeah,
stupid.
so what's
The Kron
what's now like a
becoming
one
made the
shot?
Type 5 viable. It made the Type 5 viable. That's insane, man. The Mao's over here in shambles. It's like, I wish I had a derp cannon. The E100 just losing
Yeah, I
all
mean,
of its armor.
what's just gonna run away now? He got nuked.
Wet's just like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that.
And they're down 2k HP now. Or
Yeah,
like two,
off the
like what, 1.5k it looks like? Yeah, 1.5k.
I mean, Fern's
Jesus.
also, you know,
But like, look at this fucking red line camp, dude. They're like, look at how little space they own. But they have caps, so it doesn't matter. And
Yeah,
they're down,
pretty
they're up
much.
1000 HP, so it doesn't matter. This is the kind of nonsense I like to see on Nube. Like, I don't enjoy playing against this. I don't enjoy playing it, but
No,
it's
no,
funny to
this
watch
is
it
fun.
happen because you know someone else is suffering. Oh,
oh,
it is,
oh,
there he
blue
is.
ball, blue ball. What the hell? Yeah, I mean, I don't think
If he
anything's
goes
gonna
flying, it's
happen.
gonna be funny.
I don't think anything's gonna happen.
It's
4K
gonna
is
be a
just gonna wait
last-minute
for Ebony
play.
to make their
Solo
move.
stuff. I mean, to be fair, the way that you
Ebony's
win this
playing
is
with
you
5
put
players.
both Type 5s through the middle of the map onto C cap, and then you just push like all your full HP Kronwagens onto C. Like through them, like you just like you have the middle of the map to rotate. Just literally drive up through middle and just murder all the Kronwagens. There's a VK and a Type 5 that would be too late to the party if you can rotate in unspotted. You know?
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
right where Farron is, just push everything straight through mid.
but I mean, I think
Like-
another part of the problem is that, you know, one of the Krons is 700 HP, Michigan is 1900, and then there's a Type 5 over here doing nothing.
This is like I don't know, man. This is
And he's
it's
probably,
a bunker strat.
if he gets the glitch right, he's also probably gonna kill himself.
That's fair. The VK moving up unspotted, the Type 5 shuffling over.
Oh, the
Ooh.
Type 5's gonna go in.
Yeah, they understand
Those-
that C is their win condition now. Like, they've already blasted everything playing that way. All is good. Well, the Type 5's gonna get pinched by the VK in a moment, isn't he?
I mean, he's not gonna get pinched by the VK. Well,
No, he
VK
will
goes.
underneath.
Yeah, he will now.
VK goes underneath. Oh, and he got out traded. Oh, that's not good.
No.
Because like now the Type 5 is completely ISO. They're gonna go play for A cap, flip A, and get a massive bonk on this guy. Well, he's gonna get bonked in return. I'm worried, but never mind. He gets across. No, he doesn't. Oh,
1600 like that. Bam. Oh, Al missed.
man. I stand corrected.
Oh, they're making their
But,
play
here
for
comes
they're
the
making
big
their play
push
for
I'm
C as
talking
well.
about. Here comes the push I'm talking about.
I mean, Trash is gonna
Drive
get
in.
obliterated for it, but so is
Yeah, but
Vernon.
Vernon's getting focused too. But
Where
there's the
does-
low HP Kron.
Dude, Wet. Oh, Jag missed. Jag missed. Dragon's gonna look though, but you know I think Wet's gonna be able to kite. He's not gonna be able to do anything. Dragon's gonna miss
They
the
kill Wisty.
shell.
He's overextended in
Dragon's
ISO.
gonna miss
Oh,
a
he's-
second time.
He's gonna
gets a
bounce
third
almost his
shot.
entire clip. Oh, but the 116 it's gonna be savable.
Yeah.
Jesus. With the
Although,
HG2, that
although
may
the
be
VK's gonna
painful.
go down though. The VK's gonna go down the game.
But they flipped A. They can't attack C. And they're gonna lose B as well. It's the caps is the issue here. They don't have enough guns or enough HP.
No.
Like, that's the issue. Oh, they will step C, but it's not gonna matter. He'll lose all of his HP for it. He's not gonna be able to kill this guy in time anyways. Yeah,
Apple's
it's
not
over.
gonna have enough time either.
Wow. That was a really good play.
I mean, they almost pulled that back though. That was very close. For what it started out as.
Yeah. I definitely think they misplay. I think they can just put everything through C-cap. Like everything through the middle of the map there where Mystican was. And just
Yeah,
push literally everything.
I don't
Like,
think
just
Allen
get-
should have
get
stayed at the
park.
bridge.
Yeah, just get everything into park. Like, you have to put everything in. You can't... Like, there's no overlook to be had here. Like, I understand you want to defend A, just give it up, cap B with Watachu, and then, like, look for shots with Watachu as well, onto, like, the C side, and then just win C, and just flip your two bases there. Like, you're gonna lose caps, but with Watachu caps out, like, you're not that far behind on caps. You're, like, what, 40 points? As long as you cap B early enough, and then you just flip C before they can flip A with a slow VK, like, he's not gonna be able to get back into the fight. He goes all the way over to A side, flips the base, and then he does nothing. The match ends before he gets back in. And he lost all of his HP anyways, so what's he gonna do? Right?
I mean, yeah,
Like,
they really could have just left both types in the middle, and then just sent
and
everyone.
just push all the crons, yeah. I think they mishandled that. I mean, I understand that they probably assumed that the VK was gonna go and defend, like, C side as well. It's going to be like a 7-man, everyone rotate and defend C. The types will probably sit there, like, staring at each other, and the VK will probably be sitting there, like, staring at one of the types, right? And then they're going to just bunker C cap, but, like, you've got to go for it. Like, you understand that there's a way to create wedge positions.
Once a Type 5 and VK gets spotted in those positions, I think you just don't play for their spawn ever.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even play that side of the map.
Or anything. You just go full C side. You immediately just be like, oh, wow, they've got two heavies doing nothing. Everyone rotate C side through the middle of the map.
Like, if you want, you could leave a guy there to spot them, maybe. But
yeah,
more than
possibly.
one is, more than
And
one
even
is
then,
definitely too
like-
much.
Yeah, more than one is too much. I just leave a Type 5 to spot them. You get a big fat nuke on the VK or Type 5 crossing, and then you just push in behind them, and now you just win the 1v1. And if they go to ignore you, you're always, like, you get your shot off, you're on reload, but you're pushing in while you're on reload, so it's not like you're
Yep.
wasting time. Right?
Yep.
You're still up on time.
What is getting put out? Olive is getting put out? What? Dude, putting out like their best players. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's get this show on the road.
Looks like EVONY will be playing A mostly. They're pretty evenly split. And 4K's... What are
4K's
they?
very
Are they doing a
aggro.
river rush? Is 4K doing a
Oh,
river
yeah.
rush? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna do a river rush and
Yeah.
just send the Type 5 to B, I suppose. The light tank's gonna
Yup.
go to C. Jag's maybe gonna try to bleed anything. Ego peeks for river. He does find the angle on right.
Oh, Emo's getting massively murdered.
And
And then
Apple's...
this looks really bad for these crons. This looks extremely bad for these crons.
I mean, I don't know. Was K Kura there?
Actually, no, because Kekura gets in before these 116s can get up, and they're not.
Yeah,
they need to go push. They needed to push A side. Yeah.
Yeah.
They needed to push A side and just clear Sev and Kekura and Chemo. But they're not. They're just
This is,
vibing out here in these really bad positions. They were
This is a-
indecisive, I think.
Big lack of commitment.
Yeah, they need to go. When you're pushing through and there's nothing for you to kill in the river, you don't push town, you push A.
Yep.
You always push A side, because if you pull up where Nixley is there, you can slip in and you can get behind everything on A cap and kill it. And now you're just down guns because you're gonna lose Fortnite.
And I mean, they also
Yeah,
lost
wow.
the concept that was at A.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though, because you pick up 3 guns, you kill the type and 2 of the 116s because they bled so hard. So you're actually up a gun and you have cap lead because you also have the light tank to flip C.
Well, no, I mean, who was it?
Oh, they
It was
are down
Rex-
HP.
it was-
When the Kron gets caught, hold on.
It was Rex that was over there.
But they just keep bleeding everything so hard.
I mean,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
all
right,
in the
it was-
open.
It was that. Yeah,
You know, this is just a brawl.
it's just a big fat brawl.
But you know, the brawl started with those 2 116s getting obliterated. Yeah, I mean, that's what a failed rush looks like. If you know, if you're gonna do one of those rushes, you really need a target. If you don't have a target, then it's just not going.
And what I do doing this push, I know that like it's not something that's common, but I delayed that push for like a good 10 seconds at the start of the game, and I only ever pushed with 2 tanks there. I want the other 3 tanks looking like a normal strat, right? The other 5 tanks doing normal ass things, just like sitting around having a good time, vibing out, and then, oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that was close there at the end. They almost pulled it back. But
Yeah,
when
it
you go for that push-
definitely came back a lot closer than I was expecting.
Yeah, but like, they had to make a play there because caps is the issue.
Definitely.
But like, one of those things that I think is like, I think their light tank there, that wouldn't could have gone in cap if it had gone for their light tank for the 1v1. Instead of going for Tyrannos and the RHM, I think their RHM should have just capped out V and just been like, oh cool, cap lead. And then
Well, yeah,
just played it distance.
Michigan getting the kill on the light tank at the end there really helped them too. I mean, they could have lost.
That
that
is
if they
true,
didn't get
yeah.
that.
But when I go to push underneath, I always wait and spawn for about 10 seconds to let everyone get into position, because then everyone pulls past the low grounds. So you can literally just slip by in the low grounds without anyone noticing you. So unless there's someone in a position to scout you, which you'll know because you'll see them go to that position and you'll be like, okay, don't go low ground push, right? It's not worth it. They'll see you coming and they kill you, right? They all push past out of their spawn to either C side or A side, and then you get to basically just push through, catch a dude at B unspotted, or you get to catch a dude at A unspotted, and it's just like really, it's so much more effective with that 10-second delay, because no one expects you to do that push if you're not doing it straight out of the gate like that. You know,
Exactly.
that's the thing. It's because the 116 is one of them got lit by the RHM as he left, and so everyone was like, "Oh, okay, they're pushing river."
I
Everyone
mean, they
go
got
nuke it,
spotted
right?
almost the
Cron
moment they
pulled
got
it
into
out.
the river.
Exactly. Like just like they pull, like once they pull up, right? Like, so the crons that should have been at B pull down, that should have gotten caught out by both of those, like by like the triple 116. He pulled up and out of that. He got out of there, right? But if he didn't know that there was a triple 116 sending through mid, he would have been like, I'm gonna sit here, hold down, overlooking B cap, right? And then he gets sent, and all of a sudden 3 116s are there, and he just dies because he doesn't have time to get out of there.
True.
But because he saw the push coming, he just pulled up to the high ground, knowing that town was safe. There's nothing in town that can punish him for being, you know, a tank with no hull armor on flat grounds. So they didn't have a push target to go for with the 116s, and so that ended up going horribly for him as a result.
Dude, Hanzo made
Very
it the best
interesting
chasing
stuff.
tank ever.
What is it?
Oh, he changed out of it. He was in the ATAC. The
Oh,
tier
the
9 machine gun hash thing.
Oh yeah, that thing might actually be meta at tier 10 against RHM.
Dude, did you see all the tier 8s that got moved to tier 9 this update?
Dude, I saw T-34-3 and I was so confused. I was like, what?
Dude, they moved the Soma SM to tier 9. The
Honestly,
Vigors
that's
MBT.
good. That's good. That thing was already a better AMX 5100 because of the way they nerfed that 5100. Which, to be fair, he didn't nerf. That thing was egregiously OP. But 5100 was just like, it used to be like a glass cannon clipper, like the 50B, but then they gave it frontal armor for some reason, and then they took away all the mobility, and it's like, okay. Now the Sama was just a thicker, more thickly armored, more accurate gun.
They didn't even really give it armor, because all they did was give the turret armor. But then, the funny part is, so they only gave the oscillating part of the turret armor. Everything around the turret was still the same, you know, like 50 millimeters, whatever it was.
I know. I'm just happy that 5100 doesn't have competition anymore because the premium was always better than the normal because than the tech tree after they nerfed the 5100 initially.
You know, at the minimum, at least the tech tree ones still had reactive. That was the only thing it had.
It doesn't anymore, but for some reason the tier 9 and 8 still do, and they're very OP for that. That is the one saving grace of those tanks.
You know, Wargaming's done that with pretty much every tech tree tank. So they'll give like a whole line reactive or super speed, whatever, or gear oil. And then they'll realize that the tier 10 is completely broken with said consumables and provisions. And then they'll remove it, but they only remove it from the tier 10.
This is really interesting. This looked so scary, and yet I guess it's safe because you had a crawl with crossfire on these guys. But I guess they're going to drop down low.
I mean, there's also the Felice coming in and Fern coming in. They're going to look for Hanzo main.
It's just so useful.
No.
But they're somehow up HP by like 2k. And they get their first kill.
I think a big part of it was the Krons moving in.
Yeah. They did pick up the guns. They are up guns.
I think these guys had it.
Oh, the guns are not even.
I think EVONY had an advantage in the position there, but they kind of gave it up when they pushed in.
Yeah.
4K was set up to nuke them. You know, 4K was set to nuke them if they pushed, and they pushed. So.
Although to be fair, they are up HP, and they are down HP actually, but they are up a gun. And the Ho-Ri at the back is getting harassed. He does have to worry about a potential Felice, and these are terrible positions for blue team, who are just getting caught out in like the worst possible location, like the low ground here. Hero's running for his life. I mean, dude, look at the mega speed. Look at it. He just talked to me and he was like, no, lol, I'm not gonna stick there. Oh, and then the miss for the extra damage. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And then the RHM is, again, just keeping the Ho-Ri tied up. And the Kron will load up his clip and just kill this 116.
I mean, Nixie hasn't moved at all.
Yeah.
He got into that position like a minute ago and has not moved since.
Oh, wait, though, this is interesting. The Mega Speed letting him fight the Felice here.
It's another part of playing the Felice.
The caps, look at the caps, look at the caps.
A Felice can never...
has to clear this 116. I mean, he has to clear the 116. Oh, the caps, though.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so interesting.
I mean, Apple's gonna try to come and help with the Ho-Ri, but the Ho-Ri keeps backing out and creating distance.
Like, if the Ho-Ri just keeps backing out, it's over.
Although the Felice has caught the Kron. He lost his mega speed.
Yeah.
But the 4.5 second interclip, he just wasn't able to get the clearance time.
So long. And they
the 4.5 second interclip.
That's incredible.
That's crazy.
That's surreal.
Dude, that's like one of the first times that I've seen the 4.5 second interclip on the Felice, be the reason. Be the reason you win or lost.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've seen it cost games before. I've seen that cost games because you can't clip out fast enough, so a 116 is just like, hi there, and this removes 800 from you immediately, smooth off, even though you could have full clipped that guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing with that tank is, if you're getting rushed by multiple 116s or Krons, you're just never able to do your full clip.
Yeah, you need distance to keep the enemy team, like, either away from you or, like, just threatened barely enough that they can't really fight you. Is the thing. I think I gotta get going. I gotta get to work, unfortunately, in 10 minutes. It was
okay.
so much fun hanging out with you, though. I will say I appreciate this.
Dude, this is
and
fun
the
to watch.
opportunity you've given me. This was
is
so much fun to watch, and I genuinely enjoyed this more than I thought I would.
it's
If you want to have
pretty
me on
fun.
stream, let me know. If I don't have a tournament or a scrimmage, and you're streaming and you want me as a guest or a co-host, I'm down. This is enjoyable. I'm learning
Dude,
a
for
lot.
sure, for
I'm
sure.
watching. I get to make fun of a dude in a Kronwagen losing 1,500 to a Type 5 in a DP.
I mean, and then you got to see VK lose 1,600.
Yeah, that was even funnier. Like, guys, come on. You're getting outmaneuvered by parked cars, essentially. They spawn in, they sit there, they do nothing, you drive into there, and they shoot you. Like, guys, come on. What are we doing? We know better. It's New Bay, guys.
Oh man. And every time New Bay has come up, people have done the glitch. This time it wasn't very successful though. I mean, last time we had like multiple VK-72s flying around the map and
I
exploding.
didn't see any sumo wrestlers falling on top of the enemy. Very disappointing.
Dude, you know, on the south side, you could actually land on the building and like survive. You could.
I know. I've done that in training rooms before. To like test it. Can you imagine a VK up here, like a sniper VK?
Dude, you know, this could be a secret tech. This is World of Tanks Blitz gambling. Tournament gambling.
Indeed.
Either you lose a tank off the rip, or you gain the most like OP position.
Tournament level gambling.
Dude, I think 4K might run 7
The loot boxes
crowns.
weren't enough. We craved for the blackjack.
I mean, to be fair, it is Rockfield. It is Rockfield, so 7 crowns isn't that crazy.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get going. Take care, man. Enjoy the last 2 games.
You too.
How they
You
go.
too.
See ya, man.
See ya. Dude, it's just me now. It's just me. I can talk. Dude, JTAG, he definitely has a way with words.
Let's go.
He also has a lot of words. A lot of words to say. He definitely fills the empty space when it comes to... I mean, I think both teams are pretty much splitting the same way. Although Tyrannus and Tap are also going to A. I figured that they would sit back here, but they seem to both be going up. Jack's going to go for the A off the rip. And it does... I don't think... Yeah, EVONY doesn't have anything to stop this. So 4K will just start with a cap advantage. Although I think EVONY has spotted, all, all 5 Grons here. They are making their play for C. 4K's gonna be reversing off of C. I'm surprised Apple didn't need 2 shots there. I don't know why Kikura just shot HE. I don't know why Apple... Yeah, Apple shouldn't peek this. That's a really bad peek. Is 4K gonna make a play into the... No, it doesn't seem like they will. Fortnite's just looking for shots on this again. He's not gonna find any, he's gonna bounce. Is the Fleece gonna play for B now? I mean, both Crons have backed off, so they can't nuke him coming in. I think he is gonna go for the B step. Tyrannus and Tap are both rotating back. It seems like Nextly might be as well too, and Fortnite. So they're just gonna leave Jagged A. Yeah. It seems they're all going to C. They're gonna push C. They're gonna make a C push. But are they gonna get spotted doing so? It seems Tap will get spotted. Fortnite's also gonna get spotted exiting. Or ego peeking actually. It seems EVONY, yeah, they spotted 4K coming to C though, so they're leaving. EVONY is leaving C. But that does mean they do have B, but they will have to make an A play because 4K is going to take C after EVONY abandons it. Sev bleeding a lot though. Here comes the A play. Sev gets cleared from across the map. That's a crazy angle. Alec is going to take a few shots. Mystican should have to clear on Jag here. It looks like he's going to go for the reload, but it is going to get Aleph shot. He's going to try to HP share. Jag is going to balance his last shot. Apple's been able to kite pretty effectively here. I mean, he is most likely going to go down here unless he's one of these two bounces. Which, I mean, they are bouncing. They are bouncing. If he gets an HE, though, he might clear him with a good roll. Dragon's going to shoot him, though, for the clear. Okay, Kira also getting permatracked. I think he was looking for the clear on Tyrannos, but it didn't work out for him. It took a bad trade. Rex is going to be trying to get around Dragon. EVONY has 1A. I think they'll be trying to deny the B cap as much as they can, with the light tank also putting them in a crossfire. I think Nexus is going to go down here. Yeah, Nexus is going to go down. Hanzo might go down as well. Hopefully Aleph doesn't get killed by this. Although Dragon isn't in the position. He's far. Tap's gonna go down 2, and they're gonna win by caps. I mean, that was you know, I think EVONY just played that really well. You know, 4K sent 5 tanks to A. You know, they might have taken the initial cap advantage, but they completely lost up. They completely lost B control. And then they got spotted rotating back to C, and EVONY was able to react to it and retake A. And then just deny B. You know, them spotting Tap rotating back to C just let EVONY kite away from C and take A. You know, I think if they, you know, went farther, if 4K went farther into their spawn and didn't get spotted for that, it could have been a different game. And there was also Apple peeking that corner instead of capping the base. Almost got him nuked. But luckily one of the Krons wasn't looking at him, and he didn't go for the poke the second time. Because that could have been bad. He could have gotten permatracked there and just lost all of his HP. Nextly, are you gonna ready up? Come on, man. They will be trading a Kron for a light tank. It seems EVONY will also be getting rid of their Felice for Kara. I wonder if they're gonna play farther towards the C side. That's my guess, is I think they're gonna play C.
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. The Kara's gonna go try to cap C off the rip. But I think the RHM might be trying to do the same thing, or he might be going for early spots. We'll see which way he turns. He's going for the spots, but he's not going to spot the Karo until he steps C. They are sending 2 Krons though, so the Karo could get caught out here if Mystic and Rex don't make it in time. But I think they will. I think they'll make it in time. You know, Dragon was looking for the shot on Apple, but he does get a cheat for it. Rex resetting A. You know, they also have Kikura back here covering the Karo as well. But the Karo is locked in. You know, he can't leave his position. He is locked in here. And he can't really peek this either because he has Tap, you know, and Fortnite and Hanzo looking for him. They will be getting A, and 4K will be getting A and B. Alvin and Kikura rotating in. I think they're making their push. Yeah. EVONY will be making their push. But, you know, Dragon and Jag will probably be able to kite out here Although they're not reversing, you know, they're not really kiting out. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they waited so long to kite out. Tap is rotating in. Nextly and Fortnite are both rotating in. But Jag gets perma spotted, perma tracked. You know, Alib, you know, I know what Alib is trying to do, but he's gonna get caught out for it. I mean, he might go down here if Hanzo gets a shot in, but he won't. Hanzo won't get a shot in. Alpha's gonna put a shot in. Alpha's gonna put a second shot in. He might put in a third. I think he will. Hanzo getting bled out as he makes his crossing. I think EVONY needs to turn around here and get ready for the counter push. Rect and Kikira will. Alib gets cleared. What did he get cleared? Oh. He might have lagged out. Dragon Dini pushing in a little early. Rek's gonna get focused out here though. Will Nextly get the clear? Yeah, I think Nextly will get the clear. Apple looking for bleeds on Fortnite. I mean, the Kron's gonna get almost his whole clip out. He's gonna bounce though. I mean, EVONY is in a winning position. They do hold both caps. Baron's gonna get the clear on probably both these Krons. Nextly's also gonna get clipped out by the Caro and this again. In 7, he comes around the corner. Fortnite goes down. Well, they get the clear on Nextly before the game ends. No, they won't. Dude, I agree. Apple is the GOAT. Apple is the GOAT. You know, I would personally love to play another season with Apple, but I don't think I will get to. And they're ending the scrim. So, you know, we end at 11-5. Keeping track of this counter is kind of annoying. But that's the whole scrim. You know, 11-5. I think EVONY played that really well. 4K took a couple games, but, you know, actually, I don't remember those games. I don't remember those 5 games. You know, EVONY just played way better. EVONY did really well. You know, they were able to react to most of 4K. 4K also just, they weren't hugging red lines, and they weren't keeping their distance in their crossings. So they kept getting spotted, and EVONY was able to react to those rotations. And 4K also got nuked a lot of times. You know, I think they just exposed themselves more than they needed to. Apple and Alib played that well, not EVONY. Dude, I don't know. They might, you know, they might be the best players. I think you should go tell them that they're the best players on the team. But oh well, thanks for watching. Good night.